A while back, I took one of these Matchbox K-7 transport vehicles and made it into somewhat of a dragster. And for some reason, I got this goofy idea that I wanted to take another one of these and somehow make it into a Ghostbusters vehicle. I wanted to somehow take the Ecto-1, which I think is a '59 Cadillac, and take this K-7 vehicle and make the Ecto-7 a Ectoplasm transport vehicle. So I found a larger casting of the Ecto-1, chopped it, and I need to warn you, this video is heavy on the use of JB Weld. Chopped off the back half of the Ecto-1, the top back half, the ambulance slash hearse kind of looking portion, and merged it onto the K-7 body. I obviously don't have any good sense because this should not go together. It doesn't go together. But things like that don't stop me. So I put it together, lots of JB Weld, and the footage on this, I'm sorry, it's kind of all over the place, and it's probably long in areas it shouldn't be long, and there's not enough detail in other areas. What I ended up doing, the center portion on the K7, because of how it holds the wheels, it's very easy to tap and everything, but I needed to get back up under the back end where if I fixed this on the inside, I wouldn't be able to put in the glass in the back of the Ecto top. So I needed to cut this up and JB weld these portions into place, leaving an opening on the inside, which you'll see coming up here. And I filled in the doors on the back of the add-on piece with tin, and covered them with JB Weld, and you'll see some of the progress on that. But here I am putting these getting back to these pieces. I ended up fixing them in there with JB Weld. Yes, more JB Weld. So I permanently fixed those in there. They're the portion that then the base with the wheels screws onto. So in effect, this is giving me a huge opening in the back, allowing easy access back there, allowing me to put in the plastic window, allowing me to cover the doors from the inside with tin. And I covered the side doors and the back door from the top with tin, and then coated that with JB Weld. So we end up with a really heavy vehicle here. And this is kind of one of the portions where I probably went long, but I kind of want you to see how I did this, because I think it can be used to make other modifications to this vehicle as well. So I fixed these into place. I do have, and I don't know if I mentioned it yet, I don't believe so. This is part one of the construction of this vehicle. It's basically a progress report. I get asked about this vehicle more than any build I've ever done, more than any build I have going on. This build is taking a long time. There have been some things that have come up, and some other priorities and just things going on that have interrupted its progress. But this will take us up to where I currently stand on the vehicle. I do have a set of wheels that are much more appropriate than the original Matchbox wheels. I have the decals to go on the body. So I basically have all the pieces now. Here I am basically filling in more body lines and trying to get a little more strength to it by using the JB Weld. It has a lot of strength to that bonding process. So I used it for most of the construction, most of the heavy pieces. Most of the pieces I wanted to make sure stayed together. And then once that's done, I ended up going over it with Bondo and smoothing it out. Where it stands now, there you can see some of the tin I put on the back that I later cover with the JB Weld as well. I've primered it a couple times, sanded it down quite a few times. But here on the turntable in a few seconds, you're going to see where we currently stand. It needs a lot more work. Admittedly, it's still very rough. I do have more puttying to do to it and more sanding. And in fact, as I'm doing the voiceover on this video, I've already spot puttied it in some areas, and I'll be sanding that in the not too distant future. So here you see the most recent coat of primer that I put on it. What's going to happen, the front end is staying the K-7. The back end, I'm going to take the tail lights off the Cadillac and throw those on there. The wheels are much more appropriate to a Cadillac, but it will have the 6 wheels, the 3 axles. And there's some pieces from the Ecto-1 that are going to go on here. And just for fun, I throw those on here in a second. This, again, is far from complete, but the upcoming shot here will give you an idea kind of the direction it's going. It will be painted white. It will have the red paint down the sides coming off the fins there. That will extend all the way to the front. As you can see, it has the Ecto lights, the Ecto roof detail up there. The sides, you can see where I filled in those side doors and the back door. So that's where it stands as of the moment. Hopefully the next time you see this, we'll take it through completion. That will be the next video on this particular project. I'm not certain when that'll be, but I'm having fun with this. I hope you like the direction it's going. Yeah, I know it's an abomination, but it's my abomination. Thanks for watching the video. If you like these videos, please subscribe. To those of you who do subscribe, thank you very much for your support. And I'm going to keep at these things. Take care. Talk to y'all later.